if you have a straight line in which the x and the y intercept both are negative, then the line will cut the x and the y axis in the negative direction. So the line will look something like this. So you have this line L, you have your negative direction of x, positive direction of x, positive direction of y, and negative direction of y. So if you see the distance between the origin and the point where it cuts the x-axis here, this is negative. And also here, the distance between the origin and the point where the straight line cuts the y-axis is also negative. So therefore, x and y intercepts in this case will be both negative. Okay, similarly, you can have both positive also. Both positive, how will it look like? I'm doing in the same this thing. Both positive will look something like this, straight line. So if you see here, distance between the origin here and the point where it cut the x-axis, this is positive, and also this length is positive. So the line will look, the line L2 in which the x and the y intercept are positive will look like this. So that is what the intercept form means. So what is important for you is the perpendicular form. Now perpendicular form, the geometric meaning of perpendicular form is not too important, yet I will discuss this with you, geometric meaning. The geometric meaning is normally important for your science students. So the geometric meaning of this is, you have your x and the y axis. Okay. The geometric meaning of this is, if I have a straight line, say like this, okay, and such that the perpendicular distance from the origin on this straight line is the perpendicular length is small p. Let us call this capital P. If the perpendicular distance of uh, the origin from the straight line is p, and if the angle made by the straight line with the positive direction of the x-axis is, and the angle made by this perpendicular, okay, the angle made by this perpendicular with the positive direction is alpha, that is this angle is alpha. Okay, the remember the angle made by the perpendicular with the positive direction of the x-axis is alpha. Then the equation of this straight line in the normal form is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. Okay, this is what the geometric meaning of a normal or a perpendicular form is. Now the question is how to write an equation in the normal or perpendicular form. Suppose I give you an equation in this manner, 2x, let's say 3x minus 5y, and let's say minus 7 is equal to 0. I want to write this in the perpendicular form. So this form, this is the form, this is of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, which is the general form. This is called the general form of the equation of a straight line. I want to write this equation in the normal form. So what I do here is, first of all, you see this c here, the value of c is minus 7. So what I do here is I make that positive first. How do I make that positive? I take 7 to the other side and make it positive. If I write it in this way, now 7 minus 7 becomes plus 7. Now what I do is I check the coefficient. This is my coefficient A, and this is my b. In order to express this equation in the normal form, I take the coefficient of a and the coefficient a and the coefficient b and divide both sides. That is 3x minus 5y. I divide by the square of a, root over of a square plus b square. Divide both sides. Okay. So what you get here is 3x minus 5y, 5. 25 plus 9 is 34. So this becomes 3 by root 34 x minus 5 by root 34 y is equal to 7 by root 34. So what you see here is that this straight line, which was in the general form here, 3x minus 5y plus 7. First, I wrote it in such a manner that this c here, which was minus 7, became positive. Okay, so I took it on the other side, it became positive. Okay, now what I did was I divided both sides of the equation by square root of this square plus this square, and I got the normal form. Is this normal form absolutely clear?
Yes, sir.
I'll take one more example of normal form. Okay, let us say if I have 3x minus, let's say minus 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 5. Okay, I want to write this equation in the normal form. So what I do is I first convert this constant term into positive term. So what I do is I write this as minus 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. I take minus 5 on the other side, it becomes positive. Okay. Now once I make it positive, now I look at the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y, and I divide both sides by root over of minus 3 square, coefficient of a square, coefficient of x, root over of minus 3 square, that is the square of the coefficient of x, plus square of the coefficient of y is equal to, this remains 0 because division by 0 means 0. That means you get minus 3x plus 4y plus 5 divided by this becomes a 5 equal to 0. This means minus 3 by 5 x plus 4 by 5 y plus 5 by 5 means 1 equal to 0. This is the required normal form of the equation of the straight line. Okay, so this is how you write equations from general forms to normal forms. Okay, let us see the first question here, number 8. Find the equation of the straight line which passes through the point 3 minus 2 and cuts off positive intercepts on the x and the y axis which are in the ratio 4:3. So I start by saying, let me erase this. Let the intercepts be, what is the ratio here? The ratio is given to be 4:3. So I'll say let the x-intercept be 4k and let the y-intercept be 3k. Number 8. Let the x and y intercepts be 4k and 3k respectively. Okay. The question is find the equation of straight line which passes through 3 minus 2 and cuts off positive intercepts. Now, what is the equation of the line intercept form? You know that the intercept form of the equation is x by a
X by
plus y
A
by
plus
b
Y
is
by
equal
B
to 1. Now,
is
what is
equal
the
to 1.
x-intercept here? X-intercept is 4k and the
Okay.
y-intercept is 3k.
3K.
Now, what happens? This straight line passes through which point? This straight line passes through 3 minus 2. So
minus
since
3, 3 comma minus 2.
this line passes through 3 minus 2, therefore it must satisfy this equation. Let us put x as 3 and y as minus 2. So this will give you an equation in k only, which you can solve. Okay, so this is 3 by 4k minus 2 by 3k is equal to 1. So now take the, I can solve it in this manner also. Take 1 by k common. You get 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3 is equal to 1. 1 by k, take the LCM here now. 12, 9 minus 8, I think. 3, 4, yes, is equal to 1. So that means k 1 by 12k is equal to 1. That means 12k is equal to 1. That means k is equal to 1 by 12. Okay, so this is what the value of k here will be. And the question here is find the equation of the straight line. So if you want to find out the equation of the straight line, you simply put the value here. Therefore, required equation of the straight line x by 4, and what is the value of k? 1 by 12 plus y by 3, and then again a 1 by 12 is equal to 1. So what you get here is x by 1 by 3 plus y by 1 by 4 is equal to 1. That means you get this as 3x plus 4y is equal to 1. This is the required equation of the straight line. Okay. So now let us see the next question here. The next question here is number 10. I will not do because you have to show it on the diagram. So diagram is not important, as I told you. This kind of question you won't get. This is a very old ISC question. Number 11, a straight line x by a minus y by b passing through the point 86 cuts off triangle of area 12 units from the axis of coordinates. Find the equation of the straight line. Let's see. A straight line x by a, given equation of the straight line is, this is number 11. Given equation is x by a minus y by b is equal to 1. Passes through the point 86. Okay, so this straight line passes through the point 86. Since it passes through 86, therefore it must satisfy this equation. So you can write 8 by a minus 6 by b is equal to 1. Call this number 1. Okay. And cuts off a triangle of area 12 units from the axis of coordinates. So this straight
AB
line
by 2 equals to 12.
cuts off an area of 12 units. What did he say?
AB by 2 equals to 12.
Yes, that is because,
Half base into height equals to 12.
okay, if you have a straight line like this, suppose, okay, then the equation of the straight line here is x by a minus y by b is equal to 1. This is your y dashed, x dashed, x. So this straight line clearly makes an intercept of, let us call this point A and let us call this point B. So this length here is A units, okay, and this length here is minus B units, okay. Minus y minus b, you'll say positive direction, then y minus b. Because see, a here is, I have taken positive. Both are of opposite signs. That's why. So one has to be positive, the other has to be negative. Okay. So minus, actually b is negative. So minus and minus will become, make it positive. Okay. So that is, but the point here is it can be either this way, straight line, or remember it can also be this way, because a and b are of negative signs. In fact, opposite signs. They can also, the straight line can also be taken in this manner. Okay, because they are of opposite sign. The intercepts here are of opposite signs. That is, now if you see here, this is positive, this is negative. So the point here is you have to take uh, opposite signs of intercepts. Okay, if one is a, the other is minus b. If one is minus a, the other is plus b. So here if you see, the coordinates of a is a comma 0, and the coordinates of b is 0 comma b. Okay, so what is the area of this triangle OAB? Therefore area of triangle OAB is half into base into height. In this case, what is the base here? A, and height is B. So it is AB by 2, area of triangle. Okay, and it cuts, the area of this triangle is given to be what? According to the problem, area of this triangle is given to be 12 units. So the AB must be equal to 24. So call this equation number 2. Okay, you solve equation 1 and 2 to get the coordinates, to get the values of A and B. Now the question is how to solve A and B. From 2 you put, from 2 we get A is equal to 24 by B. So putting this value in 1, we get, in 1 you put this value. Okay, so what do you get? 8 by A minus 6 by B. So minus 6 by, oh, A, B, the value of B I have already taken out. So let us put the value of B. B is 24 by B minus 6 by B is equal to 1. Okay, so this now will give you 8B by 24 minus 6 by B is equal to 1. So now take the LCM. Let me cancel this first. 4, 2 and 4, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3, 8 and 3. So 2B by 3 minus 6 by B is equal to 1. So now take the LCM. 3B is your LCM. 2B square minus 18 is equal to 1. Okay, so this becomes 2B square minus 18 is equal to 3B. That means 2B square minus 3B minus 18 is equal to 0. So now, how will you factorize 18 into 36? What will it give you? 36. 4 into 9 will not give you 3. What will give you 3?
So,
What will give you minus 3? 18 into 3, what two factors? 4 into 9 will not give you. 9 into 4 will also not give you. 12 into 3 will also not give you.
so 6 minus 6 years. So wait, 6. No, 18.
It passes through 8
So
minus 6, no?
why?
Tell me.
Yes, I am telling that the y-intercept will be minus b, sir.
Y-intercept will be
So
minus B. But when we are taking the area, we'll not take the
the area
sign.
will be positive.
When we are taking the area, we'll take the positive signs of A and B. That is why, because ultimately when we are putting it in this here, equation number 1, we are putting it with the sign. That's why.
Okay.
X by A minus passes through 8, 6. Oh, okay, okay. 8, 6. This is okay. 8, 6. Passes through 8, 6. Area of triangle AOB is this. And AB by 12 is 12 square units. Okay, so this is 24. So A gives you 24 by B. You put the value of A, 8 by 24, 2B by 3 minus 6 by B, 2B square minus 18 by 3B. This is okay. So the only way is by Sridhar Acharya then. Minus B plus or minus root over of B square minus 4 into A into C divided by
I
2 into 2.
2, 2,
3 plus or minus square root of 9.
9 minus
9
9
minus
minus 134.
36 into 4.
134.
144. That is not
Yes, sir.
possible. So you're getting imaginary value of B. So which means here that something is wrong. Our simplification is absolutely correct. Okay. Let me see the answer. Hmm. A straight line passes through the point E0 and 0B. The length of the line segment contained between the axes is 13 and the product of the intercepts is 60. Calculate the values of A and B and find the equation of the straight line. So what are the points given? A0 and 0B. So these two can be any 2 points actually, anywhere. A can be anywhere on the x-axis, either in the positive direction or the negative direction. Similarly for B, it can be anywhere on the positive or the negative direction. Okay. So what you do here is you take this is your point E0, say, and this is your point 0B. The straight line passes through the point A0 and 0B. The length of the segment between the axes is 13 units. Now, what do you mean by the length of the segment between the axes? Suppose these 2 points I call AB. Then the length of AB here is given to be 13 units because AB is the segment that is contained between the AB is the segment that is between the axes. So AB is 13. Okay. And the product of the intercepts is 60. Product of the intercept. What is the intercept here? The intercept here is A. So OA is equal to A and OB is equal to B. So therefore, according to a question, the product of the intercept is given to be how much? Given to be 60. Okay. We need to find out, calculate the values of A and B. Okay. Now see here, this we have got one equation here. Let us call this equation number 1, relation between A and B. Also, this triangle is a right angle triangle in which the hypotenuse is given to be 13 units. This is your origin. Okay, so therefore, what do you have? AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square.
AB by So AB by 2 equals to 60.
That means 13 square is equal to A square plus B square, right? That means A square plus B square must be equal to 169. This is your equation number 2. You solve 1 and 2.
So sir,
Yes.
AB by 2 equals to 60.
AB by
2.
2. Why 2?
So AB by 2 equals to 60. Area and
Area is
the
not given here.
product is.
The product of the
Oh,
intercepts
okay,
on the
sir.
axis. Okay, so that is what.
Okay, sir.
So from 1, you have B is equal to 60 by A. So putting this in 2. What do you get? A square plus 60 by A whole square is equal to 169. That means A square plus 3600 by A square is equal to 169, right? So what you get here is A to the power of 4 plus 3600 is equal to 169 A square. Means E to the power of 4 minus 169 A square plus 3600 is equal to 0. Okay, now you get, in fact, what do you get? You get a quadratic in A square here. Okay, you get a quadratic in A square here. So what happens? For this, you will get two roots. You will get A square is equal to something, right? You solve, you will get A square is equal to something. And again, A square is equal to the first value will give you two roots. Actually, you will get four values of A. You will get four values of A. And similarly, you will get four values of B also. Why four values of A and B? Can you tell me? Can you tell me why are you getting four values of A and B?
So,
Hmm.
so the A and B can be both can be negative, both
Either
can be
A and B
positive.
can be both can be positive, or they both can be negative,
Yeah,
or the one can be
negative
positive and one
one
can be negative. So
positive
it
one
can be any way
negative.
in this. Okay. So
Yes.
that is why you will get four values. But the point here is not that. The point here is I can do even without this quadratic. I can solve this question even without getting this quadratic. You know how? By a little guesswork, by using Pythagoras theorem. 13 units is your hypotenuse. What are the Pythagoras triplets? In which 13 is the
12,
last
13.
triplet? What is the triplet?
5, 12, 13.
Yes, tell me,
5,
tell me. 5 and 12.
5, 12.
So that
Yes.
means either this length is 12 or this length is 5 or the vice versa
5.
also. Okay. And they can be of any sign. So therefore A can be either 5 and B can be 12. Okay. Or A can be minus 5, B can be
5.
minus 12,
B can be minus
or
12.
A can be
Or
minus
A
5,
can be minus 5. B can be 12.
A can be 5 and B can be
A
minus
can
12.
be 5. B
So
can
four
be
sets of
minus 12.
values you are getting. So that is what you are going to get here also. If you solve this quadratic, if you are not using the triplet, you will get from this quadratic, you will get four values of A. Okay, 2 will be negative and 2 will be positive. Similarly for B, 2 will be negative and 2 will be positive. So for all the combinations, we are going to try here. Okay, but the best way is to use a triplet. Okay, if you use the triplet, this becomes 5. And obviously, the product of the intercept will be 12 into 5, which is equal to 60 in any case. Okay, so that is the best way of doing this problem. Okay, so question is find the equation of the straight line. Once you have found A and B, what are the equation of the straight lines? It can be x by A. That means A and B both can be positive. And it can be this also.
Yes.
or it can be
-5 plus 2 plus -4 by -5 by -5 plus y by 12 plus 2 by
it can be this also. Okay. Also, what you can see here is that not only why should I only take the x intercept as 12? This can also be 5 and this can also be 12. So the other set of equation that you will get here is, first this set you will get, the other set that you are going to get here is x by 12 plus y by 5 is equal to 1, or x by -12 plus y by -5 is equal to 1, or x by 12 plus y by -5 is equal to 1, or x by -12 plus y by 5 is equal to 1. So both are quite possible here. Understood? Any combination you can take of A and B. Is that clear?
Yes, sir, yes.
So general equation of a straight line. The next part is the general equation of a straight line. This equation ax plus by plus c, this form equal to 0. This form is called the general equation of a straight line. Okay. Now this general equation, if you want, you can convert it into point slope form. If you want, you can convert it into 2-point form. Okay. If you want, you can convert it into your slope intercept form. Any form that you like, you can convert it into. Normal form also you can convert. You can convert into your intercept form also. Any form you like from the general equation, you can convert. And vice versa also. From your slope intercept form, you can come to your general form. From your 2-point form, you can come to your general form, which we normally do after simplification. Okay. So any conversion is possible, either from general form to other forms, standard forms, or from standard forms to general form. Okay. But remember that this ax plus by plus c is called the general form of the equation of a straight line. And I also mentioned earlier that from the general form, if you want to find out the slope of a straight line, how do you find? It is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Okay, this all I have already mentioned. So minus coefficient of x here is a and the coefficient of y here is b. So slope of the straight line is clearly minus a by b. And the angle between the straight lines I have also mentioned. Okay. And the reduction of general equation to perpendicular or normal form I have also mentioned to you. Okay. Next, this is a very important thing. Position of a point with respect to a line. This is what we have used in inequalities also. Okay, suppose if I have a straight line, I give you a straight line like this, okay, and I give you 2 points. Any point on the xy plane, any point. I give you 2 points. So what are the possibilities? Either the point can be on the same side of the straight line. What are the side that it divides? The straight line divide this side. You have this side of the straight line, right? And you have what side? You have this side of the straight line, right? So the straight line divides the plane into two sides, right? I give you 2 points.
Yes.
So what are the possibilities? These 2 points can either be on the same side, say A and B, they're on the same side of the straight line, or the other possibility is that A and B, instead of being like this, it can also be like this. They can be on the opposite sides of the straight line. They can be here also, or B can be here also. Okay, they are on the opposite side of the straight line. These are the only two possibilities, no other possibilities. So how do I check whether a point is on the same side or on the opposite sides of a straight line? So let us see this question. Let us do this with the help of an example here. Example 11. Are the points 2, 3 and 1, 3 on the same or opposite sides of the line? X minus 2y is equal to minus 3. The given equation of the line is x minus 2y is equal to minus 3. And what are the points here? The points are 2, 3 and 1, 3. How to check whether they are on the same side or on the opposite side of the straight line? What you do is you put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Okay. In x minus 2y. Okay. You put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Okay. On in the left side of this equation. That is only x minus 2y here. Okay. Or no, not left side. You put it in this equation. X minus 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. So what you do is you put x is equal to 2 minus twice y plus 3. And then you check what you're getting. You get 2 minus 6 plus 3. So you get 5 minus 6. You get minus 1 actually. Now what you do is you put x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 3 for this coordinate 1, 3. In x minus 2y, you make in fact, the equation is not given to you in the standard form. You convert it into standard form. That is, you write this in the form such that the right hand side is 0. X minus 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Once you have converted into standard form, now you put the coordinates here. 1 minus 2 into 3 plus 3 is equal to 1 minus 6 plus 3. 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. So what you see, when you put x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, you're getting a minus 1, which is negative. And here also you're getting a negative value. So you see, for both the coordinates, you're getting negative values. Therefore, you conclude that 2, 3 and 1, 3 are on the same side. Of the line x minus 2y is equal to minus 3. If you had got opposite signs, suppose this was greater than 0 and this was less than 0, then you would have concluded that they must be on the opposite sides. Understood? I hope this part is clear.
Yes, sir, yes.
So I stop here for today.